I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night, and I'm nervous.
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured.
Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend.
Okay, I turned 40 this year and I've never been in love. I've never been in a relationship.
Women all over are attending singles events hoping to find a man.
Ladies, when was the last time you went out alone? Like, you want to meet somebody, but every time you go out, you need a group of 3 women with you.
So fucking tired of being alone.
If you're single today, you are really struggling with loneliness. You're struggling with, is something better?
Modern women are lonely because of modern women. There's no one to blame.
Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
How's your dating life going? It isn't. You haven't been on any dates? No. Met anybody? No. Are you even on dating apps? No. Plan on getting on dating apps? No. So you're just happy being single? No. Do you have a will to live? No.
Come with me to an in-person singles event. If you guys have been following along with my episodes, you know I've been on Hinge and it's been quite an adventure. So I'm trying it out the old way and meeting people in person. The catch is that you have to bring a +1 of the opposite sex who's platonic, but would be a good match for someone. I brought one boy off Hinge who I just wanted to be friends with, and he brought a friend as well. It was at the Leroy in West Village. It was such a cute and intimate spot. I'm new to the city, so I talked with some girls to make friendships and also some of the guys just to go on dates with and have fun with. One guy got my number, but honestly, he was so sweet, so I'm looking forward to seeing if he actually takes me out.
I want to know, men, where do you guys hang out? Where do you go?
I'll take that one. So many women can't seem to figure out where men hang out, and the reason why they can't figure out where men hang out is because they're not going to where they are. But I know where they are. One place that you were most definitely 100% sure to meet a man is at a sports bar on a Sunday. Especially right now because it's football season, baseball season, and basketball season all together. I don't know how the men handle it when all their sports teams are playing at once, but we're gonna find out at Single Girlies Game Day on November 13th. It's a Sunday fun day from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it's my first official event, you guys. Like me, that's right, the Sparkle Queen. I'm going to be hosting at the Nickel Mine in the West LA Sawtell area. And at the essence of the event, we are hanging out with some girlfriends. You're going to meet new girlfriends, but then we're going to be in a space that we're surrounded by men. I'd say that's a win-win-win.
Well, to answer her question, most men are staying home these days. It's simply the best way to save time and money. Hopefully she can get some guys to show up at her singles events, but the reality is, most men aren't interested in attending.
Of course, we will see. I don't know. It's a dream.
If you pay close attention, you'll notice there are far more women than men at these singles events. Often you'll see multiple women gathered around one guy, which highlights a big issue most men simply don't want to attend. To them, these events feel like a waste of time. The reality is, about 90% of the women there are just looking for someone to take care of their needs. And for the men who have attended, let's just say it wasn't exactly a memorable experience.
Okay, Chicago, if you want to attend our first singles event, here are the details. Our first event will be a week from today, February 8th, and it starts at 7 p.m. If you'd like to attend, download the Thursday app. You can get a ticket, RSVP through there. You don't actually have to match with anybody on the app in order to show up. Come alone, bring a friend, whatever feels good for you. Just come and be prepared to be social.
Oh, 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 oh.
The more and more dates I go on with people, I realize how comfortable I am being single. I do not need a man. It's a want, and I don't even know if I want one anymore.
Are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality commonality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay. They're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can say he had or can have.
Not a single lie detected in what this woman just said. In today's society, a man might as well hire someone to meet his personal needs rather than put up with the emotional toll of modern dating. So many men have been burned by giving everything only to get nothing in return. At this point, most men have simply stopped pursuing relationships because it's not worth it to feel alone while in one. The best thing a man can do now is invest his money wisely, maybe even in cat food stocks. Because in the coming years, it looks like we'll see a new generation of cat ladies emerging.
I'm fucking tired of being alone. I'm so tired of trying to find love from him. I mean, damn. I may not be pretty to somebody, but goddamn, I'm pretty to me. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm tired of this bullshit. I don't understand why the fuck am I still living. I just want to be somebody's girlfriend, somebody's wife, somebody's something. I deserve to fucking be happy too. Why the fuck can't I be happy? I'm tired.
If you're single today, you are really struggling with loneliness. You're struggling with, is something better than nothing? And the answer is no, not for you. Because if you wanted to settle, you could do that today. You could get on an app, be on a date tonight, and you can settle. But the little voice inside of you is saying, sit in this loneliness, heal yourself, get yourself to a place where you don't take all of this trauma and all of this hurt and pass it off to the next person. Sit in this place of loneliness. It takes courage to sit there. Do it. You could settle at any time. There's always someone out there you can settle with, but something inside of you is telling you, no, it's not time. Today is not that day. Honor that voice and listen to it. Sit with all of us in the sadness and loneliness and push through it. There is a strength and a courage in allowing yourself the moment to heal.
Sometimes people need to experience being alone to truly understand themselves. But for many of these modern women who now say, I'm lonely, the real reason they feel that way is because of their own choices. Some reach a point where dating becomes difficult or even impossible. It's too late. And they've already spent their best years giving away their time and energy elsewhere. They thought they could settle down whenever they wanted, so they focused on partying and finding themselves now. The reality is hitting home.
Just lay in the dead grass, stare at the stars, run away.
If you're a single girl in London and you don't have anything to do tonight, then you might want to join us. We have our second ever Mixer event, and it's the first one that's taking place in London, and it is this evening, Saturday the 3rd of September.
I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night, and I'm nervous because it's awkward and I don't know how to talk to boys. But I'll tag the creator who I saw this from, but she said if you don't know how to talk to boys, aka me.
The hardest part about being the single friend in your mid to late 20s is not the actual fact of like being single, it's thinking you were gonna be somewhere else at this point in your life. Like, I am not happy with how my life's going. I don't know how to change it. The panic and the fear and the loneliness is like something I never thought I would have to deal with ever. And I'm like so happy for a lot of my friends, but like, I don't know why the universe said, yeah, you can sit home and be alone. Like, I don't want to be doing this.
This is a woman in her late 20s, refusing to step outside and find a boyfriend. Newsflash, a man isn't going to just show up at your door out of nowhere, wanting to date you. You have to put in some effort. Just like men do, that's probably how her friend ended up in a relationship. Doing nothing will only lead to nothing. It's actually easier for a woman to approach a man than the other way around, so really, she's just holding herself back by staying inactive.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sis, If you want a man, you have to go outside. I'm speaking to myself too. He's not gonna find you in your room watching Netflix and scrolling TikTok. Get off of TikTok right now and go outside. You can go to a coffee shop. You could go to the gym. You can take yourself out to dinner. Just get outside.
Reasons why you are single and miserable. You are doing single all wrong. Number one, you should be dating multiple men. You need to be dating 2 to 3 men baseline, okay? Let me tell you why. POV, you were in a relationship with a guy for 3 years. It didn't work out. It took you 2 years to get over that relationship. When you hit the streets now, baby, you're 5 years in a deficit, okay? You don't even know what you like. You don't even know what's outside. You need to know what you like. They young, they old, they tall, they short. Try your hand at it, baby. You need to go outside. You need to date to learn what you like. The second reason why you need to date multiple men is because it takes the emotional offload off of one particular person, baby. You out here stuck on Kevin. Kevin is a 4. He's doing a whole bunch of nothing, boom, but you stuck. Women's biggest downfall is not being able to control their emotions. If you're having a problem controlling your emotions, read Joyce Meyer's Living Beyond Your Feelings is basically how to control your emotions so your emotions don't control you. Additionally, you're dating in a deficit, you're dating in deprivation, and you're dating in depression. Okay, y'all? Oh my God, I'm so tired of the apps. Ain't no quality men out here. Da, da, da. That's exactly what you're going to attract, baby. When I step out the house, I feel like I smell good, I look good. Okay, and my mentality is that there are an abundance of quality people, quality men outside. Okay, and look, hotline blinging. Okay, that is how you have to step outside. So enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Enjoy the summer. Be outside and enjoy your life. And that is exactly what you will attract. Okay, love you. Bye.
Do these modern women ever stop to think that maybe the reason they're so confused is because they're caught up in this cycle of dating multiple people, building connections, and forming attachments? There's no way this can be healthy. What's even crazier is that they're taking advice from women who aren't even married.
Need to make this happen. Seems like I'm not the only one that is like sick of dating apps and wants to try different events to meet people. My life has been super chaotic lately. I ended up going to Coachella last minute and then just like some other work things came up. So I want to make more of an effort to go to some of these events and try to get like a group of girls to go so we're not like by ourselves. So yeah, comment if you are interested in doing like singles events in the Bay Area and if you would prefer it to be San Francisco or if you would be open to going to other areas of the Bay. Cause yeah, like these events seem really fun, but it can be like intimidating to just like walk up to a singles event as a female by yourself. So let's try to get like a group going.
It's amazing how many singles events get planned only for quality men to be nowhere in sight. Singles events are honestly the worst way to meet people. From experience, I've noticed that the most broken people are the ones most likely to attend. Just hoping to find someone. The best way to meet people. Do it casually and naturally, it's way more authentic.
Hey, I'm Andy, I'm 25, I'm super single, and I've gone out every weekend for the past 2.5 months or so, mostly by myself.
Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend. If this comes any close to your experience, please stitch this. I'd love to hear about it.
I'm just getting on here for all the girlies who are in their 30s. I'm 33, turning 34 next month, and I'm just fucking done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like, for a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me. Because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being 33. So I was like, okay, I'm done with the young ones. Like, they're too immature. Like, I'm looking for something more serious in life. They're not doing it for me. Cool, whatever. I reunite with an ex that I was with when I was 22. And this was like always the one who got away from me. Mind you, he is 3 years older than me, going to be 37 in January. This man is emotionally unavailable. So they're too immature in their 20s, and then they're possibly still emotionally unavailable in their 30s. I understand why my mom is 60 years old and still single. And just said, forget it, because that's what it's about to be.
She's following her mother's footsteps to a T. Sure, Some guys can be emotionally unavailable, but why go back to an ex instead of looking for someone better? Where's the accountability? And of course, after getting the thrill and attention from younger guys who make her feel young again, she just discards them. When she says she's done with younger guys, does she mean she's done hooking up with them? Let me know.
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured. It's not about being single. It's not about looking for love. It's about living your life and doing the things you enjoy. Which is how so many people in your real actual life right now met their partners. Ask them. You have to take the pressure off of it. And singles events are so pressured. That's why they suck so much. We set it up that way. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. I don't know for how long I'm going to be able to say the same thing over and over and over again. Just live your life and meet people naturally through the course of living your day-to-day existence. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. I really don't. Just live your life. You are allowed to just live your life, and relationships will come and go in and out of that life forever. We overcomplicate it. We overcomplicate it. I'm tired of this shit.
If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you're single and alone, watching movies at home, like me. If you don't have a man, clap your hands. I do have my Sony Link Buds S though.
I haven't been single in over 10 years, and 2022 was the first year that I have been single for a significant amount of time. And these are the top 5 things that I learned. For context, I have jumped from relationship to relationship ever since the 8th grade. I'm 25 now. It's called daddy and abandonment issues. That's a perfect segue into point number 1. I might be the problem, and that's okay. I would look at my toxic relationships and I would list all the things that they did wrong to me, and I would never see myself as the problem. And reflecting in 2022, I really had to sit myself down and see how I might have contributed to some things. Number 2, I'm a lover girl, and that's okay. Okay, so maybe you shouldn't jump from relationship to relationship, but I love the way that I am constantly open to love, to giving love. I love that I move throughout life with love. It's always benefited me. Number 3, I started treating myself how I treat others. One of the things that I love about myself is how I love, and I love so unconditionally, and I'm so loyal to other people, and I give so much. And I really learned this past year, I'm like, why don't I just do all of those things for myself? Once you start doing that, A, you will not accept anything less from any other person because you know you can give it all to yourself. And then B, you show people how to treat you. Number 4, you will find that feeling again. I remember when I was in my last toxic relationship, and even though it was toxic, I was like, I will never find this feeling. I will never find a man to love me like this. And then 2 months later, I met somebody, and I was like, oh, okay, the butterflies are back. And then number 5, I learned how to not be bitter. I remember I used to see all of these cute couples. I went to a vineyard, like a solo trip vineyard, and I saw all these cute couples so in love. And instead of looking at it like so bitterly and like I'll never find that again, I looked at it more so like, oh, it's coming. Like once I see like people happily in love, married, whatever it might be, instead of looking at it like, I wish I had that, I look at it like, oh, because I've seen it, it's on its way.
I'm actually glad she said this because it's a perfect example for other women of what not to do. The number of women who stay in toxic relationships is honestly surprising. They don't realize that staying only hurts them more in the long run. Fear of being alone keeps them trapped. And when loneliness eventually hits, they often turn to social media, seeking attention. But here's the thing, comparing female loneliness to male loneliness doesn't make sense. Both sexes experience it differently, but for men, loneliness is often on another level entirely.